All right, middle schoolers, we're talking about building posters. The first thing you need to do, as you can see, I put my finger around, I'm talking about doing gutter. So we're going to do a gutter. Basically, you're going to use the lines that are already there on your ruler to see through. And you're going to line up the longest lines on your inch side and to get a nice straight line, and you're going to make a border all the way around the paper like you see me doing here. Pow! See, look at that. You realize I wasn't completely in frame. All right, because you want a nice border in there, okay? So I screwed up, so I'm fixing my problem with an eraser and my pencil, and pow, there. You can kind of see the lines that are to be light, so don't press hard, you want to press light. Okay, so let's just go with on that. Now you can use that as a measuring tool over, so I want my title up on top there, so I'm going to make it as big as I possibly can, take up some decent amount of space. And then again, using the lines, you're going to create another border so that you have your title more centered and in. So I'm just breaking up the space here. You can do the lettering any kind that you want, stylized that is, using Gothic lettering. What I'd like to do first is space everything out by lightly writing the name. So I wrote the name, see, the title, here. So I wrote the name of my title, which is title here, and then you can go and start creating, having that as the scaffolding, your lettering. You want thick letters. So you might need to erase. You might want to go, I'm going really hard here, but with pressure. So you might not want to go as hard as me. You might want to do a light outline first and then darken your lines. Okay, I have done a lot of lettering, so I'm a little bit practiced at this, more so than you might be. Doing nice, thick Gothic lettering, not overly emotional. Gothic is just the style of lettering that it's called because you have lines, not thick lines, or thick lettering, so it can be seen from distance. A lot of your eye-catching stuff in lettering is Gothic. There's 3 different families: Gothic, Serif, and Script. Script is like cursive. Again, we're going to do a border at the bottom. That's where the slogan is going to go. So you have the title, what you want to do, and then the slogan goes at the bottom, and your image will go in the middle. So I'm making my slogan smaller. It should not be the same size as the title. The title should get the attention, and the slogan should be smaller to nail the idea home. So you need 2 different kinds of lettering for this. So either Gothic, Serif, or Script. Serif is like a typewriter, has little feet, and Script is hand done, like handwritten cursive. So I'm writing slogan here. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 different kinds of lettering. If you do Script, you're going to want some kind of calligraphic line. So you can see here I'm darkening certain spots in the line, so I have thins and thicks. The reason why they call it calligraphic line is because back in the day they didn't have big pens that gave you a nice straight line and continuous ink. They had to get feathers off the butts of geese, and they sharpened it a little bit, and you had a flat edge. So when you stroke one way, it was a thick line. When you stroke another way, it was a thin line. So that's why you see the thick and thin lines in calligraphy. So if you're doing kind of a calligraphic kind of style, a script style, you're going to want to add those thick and thin lines. Give it stylization. Same here with the serif. Serif is going to have feet. Your round things are not going to have feet. Oh look, see, you know what script and serif. How wonderful is that? I am such a wonderful teacher. Now, and then Gothic. Those are your 3 different lettering styles. It's one of the main things I'm looking for. 2 different lettering styles. If you want to use 3, go ahead, use 3. Go wow, go crazy, kid. All right. Then your image in there. Okay, your image should be should fill the space for one, and you should have nice line, no sketchy lines. I know it's looking like I'm sketching, but I'm just shading. We're going to talk about shading in another video. But you should have nice, confident lines. I don't want these sketchy lines. If you show me sketchy lines, I'm going to say they're not confident lines. I'd rather have confident lines. Sketchy lines are good for mapping out stuff, okay? You got it mapped out, go light, do the sketchy lines, and then go in with a nice, bold, neat, crisp, colorful lines. You can definitely tell here all my lines they're snappy, they have weight to them, they're not sketchy, they're one stroke going from one side to another. Alright, it's going to cut off soon. So that's what you want. You want nice, confident lines.